This satellite image shows a port in southern China. A ship is approaching 6 kilometers to the south. The ship is called the Valera. It is a specialized tanker designed to transport liquefied natural gas, or LNG. Specialists in the shipping sector had been watching the Valera closely. It's under US and European sanctions, suspected of transporting LNG from Russia, in this case from the Portovaya plant, also under sanctions. LNG exports are critical for Russia's economy. This delivery to China was highly significant. It was the first delivery from the Portovaya plant since it was placed under US sanctions in 2025. It's a sign of increased cooperation between China and Russia. LNG is natural gas that is cooled to minus 160 degrees centigrade for transportation in liquid form. Russia has large reserves of natural gas and is making a major effort to boost its exports. It's an important source of funding for Russia's war on Ukraine. That is why the United States has placed 4 of Russia's 5 operating LNG plants under sanctions, meaning that any company that uses the US financial system is effectively barred from buying LNG from the ports. Among them, Portovaya, but also a major project known as Arctic LNG 2. To get around the sanctions, Russia created a so-called dark fleet of LNG tankers to surreptitiously transport its gas around the world. 8 shipments of LNG were loaded at the port in 2024. The sanctions meant the gas had no buyers. The LNG stayed on board the tankers or was offloaded onto storage vessels. Then, on August 15th, as US President Donald Trump sat down with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, the LNG tankers started moving. One of the tankers, the Arctic Mulan, delivered its LNG to Beihai. In all, there have been at least 23 shipments from the Arctic LNG 2 plant in 4 months, more than 1 million tons of LNG. Industry analyst Kjell Eklund says there are several reasons the Chinese companies want to buy sanctioned Russian gas.
One is that they get access to very cheap LNG. It is discounted by 30 to 40%. And the second one is that it reinforces the cooperation on a political level between Russia and China. Russia wants to prove that they can actually do business even if they have severe sanctions imposed against them.
The LNG is being delivered openly by ships tied to Russia. The Beihai terminal is run by a Chinese company that does business primarily inside China, so is not vulnerable to US sanctions. At least 2 Chinese tankers are involved in the shipments. The Chinese-owned CCH Gas took on a ship-to-ship transfer from a tanker from Portovaya in October, while concealing its GPS location. The Chinese-managed Kunpeng picked up a shipment at Portovaya in December. Analysts say the US does not want to put pressure on China.
After the rare earths conflict, I think the US has become a lot more careful in what it chooses to do against China. Trump personally plays a role in this, and I'm fairly confident that he does not want to escalate further any situation with China.